Just when America has reached a breaking point with division, visionary influencer Danni Benson's I'm Proud of You Sis bro movement taps into the pulse and heartbeat of a culture radically torn. But this loving mom's voice of reason and calm has received national recognition.
How'd you balance having your children and always traveling with the Yankee organization?
When I became a dad, I said that I would always love like a mother.
I feel like I have to try certain things or act a different way because I know some people or some kids.
So join Danni Benson as she celebrates her special guests on her show and highlights their gifts and contributions to our world.
Hi, everyone. This is Danni Benson, founder of I'm Proud of You Sis. Thank you for joining my show. Happy Wednesday to everyone out there. Please like, share, and follow. I am so happy to have this guest here, Monica Morris. She's been here before, but I love like the synergy that we have. And she's here to talk about new beginnings, and it's fitting because spring is coming. It don't feel like it in New York right now. It's so cold. But I'm so happy that daylight savings time came into effect. Hopefully this is the last time we have daylight savings time because it just screws me up like the whole week and for me to literally go and set all these clocks and stuff. So I hope that I kind of like when it stays lighter longer in the evenings versus lighter in the morning. So I don't know how you feel about it. But I'm so happy you're here. And Monica, hey Monica, what's up? What's up? Hey Monica, are you coming to see me? Hi, Monica Mars. Hey, you look so sassy, girl. I'm loving the Farrah. I am loving the Farrah Fawcett look.
Thank you.
I just want to say Happy Women's Month. Happy Women's Day.
Yes.
To all the amazing women out there who are doing their thing. I'm so proud of you, sis. I just want to let the women know that because one thing I love about us as women is I'm not saying nothing about the men, but we definitely know how to multitask.
Mm-hmm.
So many things all at once, but also because a lot of people depend on us.
Yes.
This is why this show is calling Breakups and New Beginnings, because sometimes we want to hurtle in our bed and just cry for like years. But if other people are depending on us, we got to figure out ways to navigate through the pain, to deal with the pain and push through. So we have Monica here talking about her experience, and hopefully you'll get some gems from what she's been through to help you out in any situation that you have been through. So, hey, Monica.
Hey, ladies. Hey, Danny. It's called the bounce back. It's called the bounce back. Because when things happen and even when things are going good, remember in life, something always is going to happen, the unexpected. So we have to know how to bounce back. You know what I mean? And a lot of times easier said than done. But I say take that bounce back one day at a time. Get your mojo back, girl. Like for myself, do something different with your hair. I've been wearing long hair for a long time. And it's like when people say when a woman cuts her hair, the world better watch out. I threw all my long weaves away and I opted for this short little do. And I said, okay, I did because it was a shedding for me, Danny. Like I went through something sort of kind of traumatic of a relationship that I was in. And was in this relationship with this gentleman for a very long time. And I still love him dear to my heart. But I will tell you this, when it comes down to choosing you or them, always choose you. And I chose me. I chose me because I felt like at this point in time in my life, it was my turn to choose me. My children are grown, they're parents, they're raising their kids, and It's my turn. It's my turn. And I had to choose. It was choose him or it was choose me. I chose me. I
And
chose me. What
you know
Issa Rae
what?
said, it's a me season.
It's a me
It's a
season.
me season.
I am
And
so proud. First of all, I just want to say I'm so proud of you because a lot of women tend to not choose them because we are nurturing, right? Remember, I just said in the beginning that so many people depend on us to
right,
operate at 100% capacity.
at all the time.
That's all the time, and if you don't, they think you're crazy. And no, I'm not. I do need time to myself too. But it's great when you
Exactly.
choose yourself because my mom used to always say, "You're the foundation. So if there's cracks in the foundation, then the whole house
Speak,
is going to collapse."
speak, speak. Exactly. So it's just you choose you because I'm no good for nobody if I'm not good to myself. You know what I mean? So we as women, we have to learn how to, at some point, no matter how hard it is, no matter how heartbreaking it may feel, sometimes we got to have the guts to say, I'm going to take charge of myself. Because again, just like you said, if there's cracks in the foundation, if mama ain't good, ain't nobody good. I don't care what's going on in the house. And I'm not, again, we're not going to discount our men,
No, we're
but
not.
we're not.
No, we're
It's
not.
just that if that mom ain't good, if that woman ain't good, who's running that house, who's running that business, who's holding it down, who's taking care of things day in, day out, because everybody's going to come to her. Even you can be in a house full of kids, mom and dad can both be there. That kid fall and skins their
Mom,
knee. Who they coming to? Mom. They gonna walk right
mom.
past dad on the couch and they gonna go, Mom, I need a
Mom.
band-aid. And their world is falling apart. So again, we got to have a point where we take care of us. I've taken care of my kids. I've taken care of my mom. I've taken care of my grandmother. I take care of my grandkids. It's Monica's turn to take care of me. And to him, in this relationship that I broke up with, he felt that that was selfish of me because I'm taking care of me. You know what I mean? Well, if you think that's selfish, then you are the wrong person for me. Because I feel as though even if you are in relationships, whether it is a lover, whether it's a friend, whether it's a business partner, whatever that case may be, we have to learn that it is okay to take time for ourselves when it gets too much, when we're ready to walk away. It's okay. Yes, the world will fall apart at some point, but it
Mhm.
won't stop. Tomorrow's not
Mhm.
gonna tomorrow's gonna show up. The clock's gonna keep ticking and I'm still breathing. So it's okay to say it's me. I'm gonna take care of me. I'm gonna look out for me. I'm gonna hone in on my needs. I'm gonna take care of the things that I need to take care of. Whether it's my mental health, whether it's my spiritual health, my physical health. I'm taking care of me. Sorry, not sorry, but my turn. Did I lose her?
Hello, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
I forgot to put the do not disturb on. Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's okay. I'm still
Okay, you see what happens in life. You see what happens in life.
here. Yes,
No one doesn't
yes.
call me.
The unexpected.
I need to put it on my do not disturb right now. Really, just give me 1 second. Let me just put it on
You
now because
go
this is.
for it. Go for it.
But keep talking, Monica. Keep talking. Keep
Oh,
talking.
everybody can still hear me.
Yes, they
So
can
I
hear
just
you.
want to
Yes.
say, just, take charge of yourself. Some people are going to feel like you're discounting them or you're leaving them out or you're not being fair or even you're acting funny. So if acting funny because you're taking care of yourself is hurting somebody's feelings, you know,
Hmm.
then I'm sorry your feelings is hurt, but yet I'm not sorry for taking care of me. And that's where I'm at. I'm in my me season. It's a new season. I'm ready to embrace it. I'm ready to embrace the next chapter of my life, and believe it or not, I feel so much more vibrant because of it. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of me. So the one thing, if I want anybody to walk away with anything from tonight's show, if there is something that is holding you down, holding you back, keeping you from being 100% your best, even if you feel like it's going to hurt. But if it's going to help you, let it go. Let it
Yes, I
go.
have a
Let them go. Let it go. And it's going to be
and
okay.
and if it's meant to be, it will happen on its own, but it won't happen with me being the sacrificial lamb.
Girl, speak.
The sacrificial lamb.
Yes.
Like I'm telling
Yes.
women out there, you don't have to sacrifice yourself for
Yep.
anyone who doesn't understand that it's not me being selfish, like the
Exactly.
bad term. It's me
Mm-hmm.
really being selfless because I'm sitting here, and if you want me to be good to everyone else, including you got to give me time to find out who I am again. You got to give me
Exactly.
time to cater to me, to cater to my needs.
Exactly.
You got to understand, just like, some men, they might have their cave that they need to just run into because they need to
Mm-hmm.
get away, and I respect that space.
Exactly.
I wish women had caves. I wish we were able to just hide out and
A
just
girl.
have some
Oh,
time to ourselves with no one disturbing us whatsoever.
exactly.
But as
Exactly.
women, most women that I know, we don't have that luxury of going into a cave, shutting everything down, and just hiding out for a couple of days, because
Yeah.
it's like if you don't respond, it's like
Yeah.
all
That
hell
mom,
broke
and
loose.
especially if you have children, your mom gene won't let you. Because even
You know what? No, your mom, Jean, here you go. Someone's calling you too. Why is everybody calling at 6 o'clock? I can't hear you. You're gonna have to come back again. Ah, what is going on? Why is everyone calling at 6 o'clock? You know what? This is so crazy. Because no one ever calls me at 6 o'clock. But let me just say this: um, men are as important as women. So this is not like a man bashing series. It's just that I find that men, put themselves first, um, a lot, and men don't have to apologize for putting themselves first. But when it comes to women, we sometimes are fearful to put ourselves first because we don't want to disappoint anyone and we don't want to not be there for anyone. Or we feel that if we're not there, everything's going to fall apart because as a woman, we're probably the ones that's running everything, running the schedule, running the routine. This goes here, this goes there. And, so especially when you have children, when you're so used to having mommy around, mommy, 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 mommy all the time, it gets to be a lot as a woman. And even with women who do not have children, it just gets to be so overwhelming. So today is all about choosing you, and it's okay to choose you, and you don't have to feel guilty about choosing you. It's not narcissistic, it's not conceited, because you're not doing it to hurt anyone. You still have your empathy, you're still nurturing, but you're putting the needs of yourself first. So I just want everyone out there to understand that it's okay to choose you, because if you're not solid, nothing else around you is going to be solid. Nothing at all. And I know there's people that feel like they could run 24/7 and nonstop until, the day they die. Impossible. Your body is a fragile piece of matter. It needs its time to rest. It needs its time to reset. It needs its time to recharge. So, just like with anything else, like even with the seasons, I look at the trees sometimes and I see how the leaves fall down, and then all of a sudden the trees go dormant, or the bears go into hibernation, or the ants are, I don't know, I don't see them in the winter, so I guess they're on the ground. I don't know if they're hibernating or they're chilling. I don't know, but every living thing that I could say breathes needs their time, to rest so they can choose them and get centered again, and to come back and be, important to the people that is most important to them. So I this show is about new beginnings, and Monica Morris is going through this transition of out with the old and in with the new. So I'm trying to figure out where Monica is right now. Hopefully she comes back into the show so we can finish discussing what are the tricks that she had to invoke to find out how it helps her to have a new beginning. Because let me tell you this, breakups are extremely hard, especially breakups could be sometimes like a death. You know, you're used to this person for a long time. This person is interwoven into your life. You know, I call it the quilt. You know, you can't like, pull it apart. And as soon as you do pull the quilt apart, it rips. And when it rips, it's not the same, quilt anymore. And that's what happens when you break up with someone and now you have to start all over again. It's getting to know who you are again, getting to know what you like, what you don't like, and putting yourself in positions where you're probably not used to putting yourself into, because especially if you've been in a relationship for a long time, just going out there again is kind of, sometimes kind of scary, it's very scary, very fearful. But life goes on. The clock keeps ticking. It doesn't stop. Like I'll watch the clock and I'm like, it never stops. Time stops and waits for no one. So in life, it's all about the choices we make, right? So it's okay to be sad. It's okay to let your emotions, run through you. It's okay to feel those things because that's what makes you human. You wouldn't be human. Well, I can't say that because people, deal with their feelings differently. So I can't put any judgments on how people are supposed to feel. But I do know that everyone has their own like processing, their own time to process things. But once you go through the motions, you got to heal, you got to deal to heal, right? In order for you to heal, you got to deal with what is your current circumstances, why you're here, and how you can learn from, this experience you had. Because I don't really believe that when people say this was a waste of my time, I don't think anything in your life. I think everything in your life is a teachable moment, and you can learn from anything that you go through, and either you learn to conquer it differently, or you learn to not conquer it at all, or you learn to I don't know, you just learn how to deal. And I just feel that I like new beginnings. I like the spring. It's like reincarnation a little bit, like a rejuvenation type of thing. So I don't know. I just am, happy that you are here with us right now. I am trying to figure out if everything's okay because I don't hear or see Monica coming back. So I want to just take a quick break to find out where Monica is. I just want to make sure that she's okay because she should have been back by now. So just give me a couple of minutes and I will be right back. I just have to make sure as a friend to just check up on her to make sure that everything is okay because she's still not here. Okay, so give me a couple of minutes. Thank you.
Just when America has reached a breaking point with division, visionary influencer Danni Benson's I'm Proud of You Sis bro movement taps into the pulse and heartbeat of a culture radically torn. But this loving mom's voice of reason and calm has received national recognition.
How'd you balance having your children and always traveling with the Yankee organization?
When I became a dad, I said that I would always love like a mother.
I feel like I have to try certain things or act a different way because I know some people or some kids
So join Danni Benson as she celebrates her special guests on her show and highlights their gifts and contributions to our world.
Hi.
I don't know. I know. I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't get back, but I'm here. I heard you. I seen the rest of the show.
No, let me just tell you something about life. You always have to be ready for those type of moments because life is just so unpredictable. And this is like a lesson of just knowing that, you have to learn how to just, catch life how it's giving to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yes.
I can either go, oh my God, and just say forget about it, or I just have to just figure it out as it comes and just move along. So I always tell my babies that, you got to figure it out, like, because life is in motion. Life never stops.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to figure it
Yes, it
out
is.
as it comes. So okay, so all right, so
Yes, it is.
you chose to choose you. So
Mm-hmm.
how does it feel that you chose to choose you?
Good. Because for the first time, I put myself first, and in a very long time, I can't remember the last time I put me first. I have been a mom since I was 17 years old. You know what I mean? So for the first time, it's like I felt like I'm going to do something for me. And not only it was something that was needed at that time because of all the turmoil that was going on in my relationship. And it was like, so am I going to stay in this situation where it's not feeding my soul, for one, no longer? Um, I don't feel heard. Um, I don't feel heard and I don't feel seen. Do I stay here or do I choose me and go out and be my light? And I chose to go out and be my light. And it feels
And
good. It feels like a breath of fresh air. It's my new beginning. You know what I mean? It's my new beginning to go out here and just take charge of me with no limitation, no strings attached. I'm going out here and I'm going to live my best life. And I'm enjoying the moment. I'm enjoying all the newness, you know what I mean? And the newness and not so much of being out in the world, but the newness and getting to know Monica again. You know what I mean? Getting to enjoy my headspace, getting to enjoy my peaceful space, learning my likes and my dislikes. When I was listening to you, and that's one thing I want to reiterate. It's a new beginning, and you do have to get to know who you are again. You know what I mean? And what feeds your soul again, because now it's just you. It's not you and the man. It's not you and the kids. It's you. You know what I mean? So you got to own up to your flaws, your shortcomings, and all the good things about you, and embrace them all, the good, the bad, the ugly, because we know our shortcomings. You know what I mean? I can look in the mirror and truly say, Monica, girl, you need to work on this, you need to do that, you need to brush up on this, be better at that. But I can also look and see all my good qualities, all the good things that I bring to the table. You know what I mean? So I'm learning me again for the first time, because I'm not that kid anymore. I'm not that 20-year-old woman frivolously going through life. I'm not only am I a mom, I'm a grandmother. That's a different level of queendom. You know what I mean?
Wow.
That's a
Wow.
different level of queendom. So it's like now it's not just mom, but it's a legacy. And so it feels good to be in this space at this moment, at this time in my life, and just embracing it all.
So
Embracing it
so
all.
so you've been with this person for a long time. So like tell us, how'd you navigate through the pain? Because there is a part of you that has to have some sort of pain of letting this relationship go.
And there's pain, because not only was this the person I was in a relationship with, this was also my friend. You know what I mean? We were friends for a long time before we became lovers. So this was my friend. And it was painful in the sense that I'm breaking my friend's heart, You know what I mean? Because I knew that I was breaking his heart. But I also, my pain was more like, for me, my personal pain was like, I have to break your heart because I have to do this for me. I love you. And I always say to anyone, I said it to my children, if you love somebody enough and you love yourself and you got to choose, and I can't stress this enough, Danny, and I know I probably said it 20 other times since we started talking, you got to choose you. And although it hurt, I worked through my hurt through prayer. I worked through my hurt through meditating. I worked through my hurt through just enjoying myself, my time, my grandchildren, my children, talking more and kind of getting to know them more on a spiritual level where their headspace were. So I had to pour myself into other things to wean through my pain because I knew, and I can say this, I was not, and I'm not going back. You know what I mean? I know that I'm not going back. So I knew that I had to hone my energy in other places and, pray about it, meditated about it, and move forward because this was a birthing for me, and so to speak. It wasn't just starting new. This was a birthing for me. For the first time, I'm alone. For the first time in my life, I've lived by myself. People might think that that's strange for a 51-year-old woman to say this is the first time she's ever lived by herself, but it is. I went from living with my mom to living with my children. Now I'm in my own space. So there was a lot of newness going on at the same time. And I feel like this is my birthing. You know what I mean? This is my birthing. And although it was painful in a lot of ways, it was something that had to be done. It was something that was coming undone. And during that undoing, if I'm going to save you or me, I'm saving me. And I love you enough to let you go so I know I'm letting you go. And although it's painful and I know that you're hurt, I know that you're going to be better because of it. You know what I mean? You're going to be better because of it. So no matter who closes the door, him or me, closed doors are always a pathway to another door to be opened. And that's, for me, that's how I'm getting through this, looking at what doors is in my path to start opening. And I'm not looking forward to dating right now because I'm dating me. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes,
I'm
yes,
just looking
yes.
forward to getting to know me, the
And and
things
it,
that
and, it,
I
and it's
want.
okay, and it's okay to be dating you. It's okay to be married to you. You
Exactly.
don't have to jump from one relationship to the other. Like,
Exactly.
it's
Don't.
okay. It's okay to be by yourself. You don't have
It's
to be
completely okay.
you don't
I,
have to be attached to someone. Like,
yep. I'm
like
focused on
your
family.
best relationship you can have is with yourself. And if you can't
Say
stand
it
yourself
again.
enough that you
Yep.
can't be alone to just
Yep.
deal with you, then Houston, we have a problem because
Right?
we're in this body since birth. And
Mm-hmm.
look, I don't knock no one from who jumps from one relationship to the other. But my whole thing is
Mm-hmm.
just like, how do you learn
How
when
do
you
you
don't even have that
who
space,
Yep, that time.
that time to know who you are, because you just left the relationship, so you have to kind of know who you are again, so
Mm-hmm.
you can enter, hopefully in the future, another relationship being whole. It's like you go
Being
from
whole.
one breakup to another breakup to another breakup to another breakup. You're like broken inside, and then now you jump into another relationship.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
it's
Take your time.
when
Feed
you
your
break up.
soul.
Yeah, because when you break up with someone, you're broken. You broke up,
Mm-hmm.
break up, broken. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
now it's time for you to mend yourself, and
Exactly.
and it gives you the opportunity to be 100% whole, so you don't have to jack up someone else's life because of
Girl, yes.
all your baggage from the other relationship. You're just
Mm-hmm.
transferring it to the new relationship. So guess
Mm-hmm.
what? Nothing is really going to change because you're still the same
Exactly.
person.
And you haven't healed.
No,
And you
haven't
haven't
healed.
healed. Give yourself your time to just heal, and give yourself time to get to know yourself, because I know for a fact I'm not the same person I was 3 years ago. You know what I mean? I know darn well I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So I feel like we should give ourselves a chance to heal from the things that are no longer serving us. So give yourself a chance to heal, give yourself a chance to love yourself, give yourself a chance to get to know yourself, give yourself a chance to just exhale.
Yeah, breathe.
Exhale from it all, because relationships are work. You know what I mean? It's work to keep that relationship together. It's work. So give yourself a vacation.
Especially now more than ever, I feel that
Oh
it is
yeah,
work.
it's work.
It's so crazy. It's just so much competition. There's so much women. There's so much men. There's so much accessibility.
Yeah,
There's just
it's a
like
lot going on.
it's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's so you have to choose you. You have to make sure you're sane, because in this world that we're living in right now, if you don't choose you and make sure you're sane, you're gonna go downhill with everybody else with their mental issues.
Yes, you will, and fast
Fast
at lightning
and
speed.
lightning speed, to the point that sometimes, not everybody, you might end up doing things to harm yourself, like
Mm-hmm.
alcohol, like
Mm-hmm.
drugs. It's
Exactly.
in a way to try to escape
Mm-hmm.
whatever you're trying to run for.
Exactly.
So you
Exactly.
need to numb yourself, because
Yeah.
you're finding out that you can't escape whatever you're trying to run for.
Mm-hmm.
So instead
Mm-hmm.
of
Yeah.
facing it head on,
Mm-hmm.
it's easier sometimes to take something that will make you feel that you escaped.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why it's so important when you're choosing you, as
Mm-hmm.
hard as it is, because the pain could consume you sometimes.
It can. It can.
You're gonna have to. I know it's hard that I'm saying, you're gonna have to push through.
Push through.
You're gonna have
I'm
to push.
telling you guys one thing, and we talked about meditation before, and I told you, if you don't remember, I used to fall asleep
Oh
when I first
yes,
started
yes,
meditating, and now like I
yeah. The
can
last
do
time
it.
we, yes,
Yes,
yes.
and I started doing it, and I get up. I like to get up like 4:30 in the morning before everybody is up, before the sun comes up, and just sit and just meditate and cleanse my mind and escape my thoughts, and just really try to become at one with myself before I start my day. And honestly, Danny, that has helped me so much. So, because if I can explain it
So
like in
explain it. Yeah, explain it. How has meditation helped you so much? Because everyone that I know recommends it. Physicians recommend it. Tell me how
yes,
meditation helps your body.
it helps me. It helps my body mentally, because due to the fact that it allows me to. The best way I can put it is to clear space in my head, to get out all the negativity before my day starts. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you sit there and you're just and you're focused on your breathing, and you're focused on taking it in, and you're getting to a point where my thoughts is I'm not thinking about anything. It's just like a silent moment, and it's just taking everything in and pushing everything out. And once you get everything out, it's peaceful. It has helped me focus on my peace, if that makes sense. you know
No, because I have peace of mind right now, so it makes sense to me. Like
and it's just like
I will never give up my peace of mind.
I love it, because
Never.
it's so bad that
Yeah.
my sisters are calling me, and she be like, "You're home. It's no TV on. It's no nothing." But it brings me to that. I don't need the TV on. I don't need the music on. Like, I'm just in my peaceful
You're
place.
in your
So
zone. You're
and
in
so
your zone.
so it's like I've done the meditation so much that I'm doing it, although I'm moving about during the day, because it's peaceful. It helps my head remain clear and
Yeah.
not clouded of thought, not
Hmm.
clouded of, oh, well, what should I do? Why can't I do that?
the
the brain fog.
overthinking, the
Yes,
overthinking, like
it
everything is
took
like over. It didn't even happen, but you're thinking about 50 different scenarios that could happen. It makes your brain hurt.
it took
I've
away
been
the
there.
brain fog, if that makes sense. It took away my
Mhm.
brain fog.
Mhm.
So with not having that was able, I was more able to take care of myself physically. I was
Mhm.
able to take care of my health because I didn't
Mhm.
have all those things clouding, or I start one thing and now 10 other things. Oh, well, let me do this and let me do that. It helped me focus. Maybe that's the
Mm.
word I'm looking for. It helped me focus. It
Yeah.
helped me focus, and it helped me focus on what's important. You know what I mean? What's important, or what's needed over what's wanted.
Wow,
If
that's a
that's,
word. That's a
you know
word.
what I mean? So,
Because your
I
needs is different than what your wants are. Your wants you can live without. Your needs you cannot. So
exactly.
it puts
So that's
it
what
puts things in
meditation has helped
perspective.
me do.
No,
That
because
and
I meditate too, and the peace that it gives me, my life gets crazy, but I have to meditate because my brain needs to just woosah, relax, like
it needs
take
to
it
turn
in,
off.
breathe in, yeah, breathe in, breathe out, and when I'm breathing out, I'm trying to take all the toxins out of my body, like all the negative
Mhm.
ions out of my body, because
Mhm.
when you are stressed, it's just negative energy in your body, so you need to
Mhm.
release it. Because if you don't
Yes.
really like take deep breath and release it, it just
Mhm.
stays in your body, and I think that it's like a negative effect in your body, which causes,
Yes, it
I
does.
feel, cancer, diseases, distress,
Yes.
like disease, get it, disease,
Mhm.
distress, it
Yes.
all aligns to nothing that's good for you,
Mhm.
so meditation is something that is very powerful, to do, because it makes you one with your body, your
Yes, it
mind,
does.
body, and
And so,
soul.
yes, it
Yes.
does.
Yeah, I
Yes, it
tend to
does.
I tend to meditate in the morning. I'm a morning person, so
Mhm.
um I tend to meditate like in the morning because I love to hear the birds chirp. I just
Yes.
love I'm just in nature, thank God. I love nature. I'm in nature. So I love to be one with the earth. So I
Mhm.
just love to like I what's so crazy, because when you're, as humans, you don't really get to understand there's other living things around you that's moving too, right?
Yeah.
You always like you focus on the other humans and the other
Mhm.
things. But when I meditate, it's like I just see I feel the clouds moving. I
Mhm.
feel the wind blowing,
Mhm. Yes.
and
Yes.
sometimes like the trees will do a dance. Like I
Mhm.
feel I feel like the branches. It's just it's such a
You get
great,
really plugged in. You get
yes,
really plugged in.
such a
And
great feeling.
it is a
And
it is a very and it took
yeah.
me, I'm not going to lie to you, it took me a while to get there, cuz I kept falling asleep, or I would just be like, okay, I'm getting up now. You know what I mean? And it took me a while, but now that I'm there, I'm like,
uh,
wow. This is what Russell Simmons was talking
I
about.
know. I
So
know. Let me tell
I get
you.
it, and I look forward to it, and it's something that I do, and it's something that has really, really helped me focus on my next, and focus on me, and focus on this journey that I'm embracing. You know what I mean?
So
So
what is your next step from here? Like, okay, so new breakup, new beginnings. What is your forecast?
my forecast, um, forecasting ahead, I have been wanting to do something that I have not, that might sound crazy, but I've been wanting to do it for years. I am
Okay.
going to move to the West Coast.
Wow.
When you talk about nature, I want to be near the beach. I want to walk on the sand in the morning. I want to go meditate in the hills. Like, I'm ready for that. That's my next big move. I want to move to the West Coast. I want the heat, the sand. I want to live near the beach. I want that. That's my next.
You know
That's
what's so
my
crazy? You know what crazy? Of course, the West Coast has like the best weather, but I'm fortunate enough because I live near the beach. Like
Mhm.
I live near water.
Mm-hmm.
and we literally like live like just a 10-minute drive from the beach. And sometimes in the morning, me and my girls, as soon as I see the peak of the, like, it's like 4 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, the sun's gonna come up. I literally grab my kids, put them in the car, and we go right
Yes.
to the beach.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then they love it because they run around playing with the seagulls. The water's crashing in.
Yep. Oh
You
my
know,
gosh.
there's people like jogging and stuff like that. But I love the air at the
Mm-hmm.
beach. I
That
love the
crisp air.
smell of the water. I feel
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like my body is just like, yes, give me more, give me more, give me more. So I get
Yes.
why you want to move to, closer to water, because
Yes.
think about it, our bodies are is 90% water.
Water. Yes, we are.
We are water, and
We
that's
are
why
water.
without water, that's why you could not eat for a long time and be okay as long as
And
you drink water.
drink water. Yes,
You can't
exactly.
survive without water, but I think you could kind of survive without food
Food. Exactly. Exactly. As long as you
as
have
long as
that
you have
water.
as long as you have water.
Yeah.
So okay, so what are you gonna do in the West Coast when you go to the West Coast? Are you gonna be modeling?
No,
I
my
always,
modeling
are you
days.
sure? I always
My modeling days are behind
No,
me.
we're in a new time. We're in a new time now, a new generation where, young kids and much older people are being embraced, because
Yes.
it's not about fitting the norm anymore. You
No.
know what I
Oh my,
mean?
yeah. And I'm like loving watching that happen, only because as a woman who worked in fashion for years, and to see how, just to pick up a magazine cover and to see how all the different faces and colors, races and people that have embraced magazines, the different sizes, it's like that standard is gone. You know what I mean? That standard is gone. Like, finally, finally. And it's about time, because we're all different. We're all
Yeah.
different. And to see that, I'm like, wow, I am just loving this moment that I'm seeing, even from watching TikToks and, Instagrams, from seeing the full figure
And
girls embrace
YouTube.
their self. I'm like,
Yeah.
and the YouTubes, and I'm just loving this moment right now. Social media, people have their pros and cons about what's going on in social media. But again, it's almost like, for me, a full circle moment, to wish that it wasn't the standard stick figure, but to see the curves and and I'm just like, wow, the brown girls, the yellow girls, it's just brown hair, thick hair, kinky hair, curly hair. I'm like, look at what is going on here.
I mean,
This is a
honestly,
movement.
but honestly, it's a reflection of society. It's just reflecting what society is. Even like when I was younger, I used to model,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like this certain size that you had to be, and I'm like, but that's not society.
It's
And
not.
I understand it. Like, being a model, you had to basically be a hanger. So it wasn't about
Exactly.
like your shape of your body. It was basically you like a walking hanger. So I'm wearing the clothes, and I'm not supposed to have any shape. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But you know what? Honestly, from runaway to real way, it
Yes.
never really connected, because great, I'm a skinny hanger walking, but our society does not reflect that. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly. Exactly.
especially like when you pass your teenage years, and then you go into your 20s, and then your metabolism stops in, like, well, in your 30s, like you start
Right.
slowing down a little
Slowing
bit.
down.
So I'm happy that there is, I call them rainbows, different colors, different shapes,
Different.
different
And just
sounds, up, down,
the
like,
variety of people,
yeah,
I just love it. I love what I'm seeing. I
yeah,
love it. I love what I'm seeing. And that's why, when it comes down to us as women, I say embrace yourself,
yes,
because women are out here embracing themselves,
yes,
and they're being
yes,
unapologetic about
Reddit.
it and living their
Mm-hmm.
best life. I've seen them as young as 2, as old as 92. I done watch grandmoms on TikTok, like, get down, and
Yep.
women who are in their 60s, who
Yes.
worked out and
But,
their fit and their tone, and it's like,
yes.
whoa, it's like just to see what is happening out here. You turn
Yes.
on YouTube. I
Yes,
tell anybody,
Monica.
you can learn
Yes.
anything off of YouTube. If you got
Mhm.
YouTube and Google, it ain't nothing you
Mhm.
can't learn to do.
And you know what? Let me tell you something. I just want to say, Monica, I am so proud of you. I'm proud of your journey. I'm proud of everything that you're going through. I'm proud that you're taking leaps and bounds and taking
Thank
risk
you.
and not letting fear stop you. We're only on this earth for a very short time, even though
Yes.
it sometimes seems like it's for a long time. So I am happy that you're choosing you so you can do what you love the most.
Thank
And
you.
I just want to say I thank you so much for coming on. I'm proud of you, sis. I thank you for your courage. Thank you, audience, for joining us. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but such is life. C'est la vie. And I will be back next Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining. I'm proud of you, sis. Host Danni
Thank you. Thank
Benson.
you for having me, Danny.
Bye. Bye,
Thank
Monica.
you.
Bye.